In search for the best possible value ratio, here's another contender for great wireless earbuds. Check this out, Q2 Pro by SuperEQ. Are they worth the money? Let's inspect. Hey, welcome to the channel Tech Pro. My name is Michael, and yeah, what we do here is to inspect fresh and cool tech. And here's a pair of earbuds from a company called SuperEQ, which appears to me as a brand new name of a new earbuds maker in 2021. Kind of the story of the whole year, because there are so many models this year that it's unbelievable. It looks like the most popular ones belong to Apple, you know, the famous AirPods. And maybe we can count also the Galaxy Buds. Interestingly, the point is that right now, among the most popular wireless earbuds, we have companies that don't really have great traditions about good audio quality. I'm trying to say that you could be surprised by such no-name brands, because all of a sudden they could establish themselves as really reliable, good audio option. These here, although being a very new brand, actually belong to One Audio, which is a company that has really broad experience in audio products for the past already close to 15 years. Do they have a chance against the competition? That's what we're inspecting today. True wireless earbuds with active noise cancelling for $59. In fact, I saw it on Amazon for $69, so check the description of the video for the best possible price. Interestingly, this puts them side by side with some of the ultimately favorite budget brands like Earfun and Tautronics, so I've had a lot of good baselines to compare to. Unboxing. Yeah, about time. Cool, fresh color of the box. Definitely looks nice. I think the presentation is quite nice, and some of the most important highlights are stamped. First, we're taking the case out. This is both carrying case and a charging station. When you take the buds out, they're activated, and when you put them back in, they're beginning to recharge. This is how most of 2021 wireless earbuds and earphones work, in case you've missed that part. For the record, if you can still keep your old favorite pair of wired earphones, do it, because they also have their strengths. There's a lot more electronics in this one though, and a lot more smartness. There are totally 3 pairs of ear tips, one on the buds already and 2 other sizes inside the pack. They should be a fit for most ear sizes. Still, I strongly recommend to try before deciding to keep them as a primary unit. Before I say what I gotta say about the real-life experience and show you some performance tests, of course, time to quick specification walkthrough. 12mm speaker size, hybrid and pretty effective ANC, 55 mAh battery per bud and 370 mAh battery inside the case. Per charge, the buds should last up to 11 hours. A bunch of microphones available for optimal noise cancelling and great quality during calls. Bluetooth 5.2 and touch controls for being able to get the most out of them. Spec-wise, these buddies seem to nail it, and that sounds like a pretty good deal for the price. But we know that these tech reviews are something that you watch not just because you want to hear about the specs, but we also want to explore the real-life performance. So therefore, let's talk about it. A really bold statement by the company that the active noise cancelling inside can cover up to 90% of the captured noises around you, which is really amazing. But I'm going to start my feedback with battery life. Out of the 11 promised hours, I managed to squeeze with just Bluetooth connection around 10 hours and 20 minutes, and that's insane. I tried again and again, and at 50% volume, you really can go beyond 10 hours. With ANC on, where a lot more hardware is engaged, well, now that goes down to 7, but it's still a lot better than what most competitors can offer. Now, the controls. Touch-based, which are not my favorites, but they have their advantages as well. There are 3 listening modes that you can change. The normal one, acting as most wired headphones. Then you have ANC on, where you have the maximum separation from the outside world. And the third mode is transparency. The microphones are on, and they relay whatever they capture, means that you can hear things around you without taking the buds off. I'd recommend using this mode if you go out for jogging or cycling. To switch between the listening modes, you gotta tap and hold. One thing which is missing though, volume control. there are three more major topics to cover: the ANC efficiency, the microphone quality, and of course, the actual sound quality. Before talking about the ANC, let's hear about the mics.
Of course, if we're about to thoroughly test the earbuds, we need to figure out what's the quality of the microphones, and pretty perfect conditions for testing the audio because there's not too much of background noise. There is a little bit of wind though, so you can let me know if there is some hissing notable. And how does the microphone feel? Is it good, is it bad? Let me know in the comments below.
When the microphones are good, there are good chances ANC to be effective as well. Hybrid ANC is usually the better option because there are more microphones involved, which usually converts into better precision. The ANC is very close to some of the class-leading devices, not as good as the latest Apple AirPods Pro, but for untrained ear, there won't be a too notable difference. You can count on very decent achievements if you're in the subway. Noises that have too high frequencies are not too well neutralized, as it is usual for such kind of tech. Sound quality is lovely. If you follow the channel for a longer time, you know that I'm a fan of rather flat sound, so if there is too much emphasis on the bass or on the high-end tones, that wouldn't really impress me too much. For this, I can say that there is some sort of compression applied and they sound like, well, a little bit like broadcasting tuning, which is not bad, but I definitely think that people who prefer very crisp sound would prefer another style of toning. Generally, I just enjoyed the audio quality really a lot. It's perfect for vocals, maybe slight emphasis on the bass. The high-end tones are also really good. The fun part, the company is called SuperEQ, with the EQ staying as abbreviation for equalizer, but there is no smartphone app that can help you fine-tuning the actual performance. So the best thing you could do if your smartphone has an inbuilt equalizer, you can use it, or probably I can recommend you downloading one from Google Play Store for Android devices, something that does a pretty good job. After all the good, which is apparently a lot, let's see about what's missing. We mentioned the equalizer, the lack of volume control through tapping. Sometimes I wish these options were configurable, but as we stated, they're not here because there is no smartphone app. There always is a risk with earbuds without smartphone app because if there is a bug, updating the firmware is kind of mission impossible. Also, they feel a little heavy, and at least in my case, the comfort was not perfect. But again, that's something very personal. I didn't have them entirely popping out during a training session, and sometimes I felt like I have to adjust them from time to time, and wrapping up the disadvantages with the lack of wireless charging for the case. Some of the competitors in this price range do offer such. All in all, I give these buds very positive rating because they have fantastic sound, they have rather effective ANC, they have excellent microphone performance, and this brilliant, amazing battery life. So if there is one reason I should point to about getting these earbuds, it's because of their amazing battery life. In terms of comfort, probably not the best thing in the world. In terms of sound, well, it really depends on your taste. In terms of microphones, they are really good. So I think overall, with all the minor imperfections, that's a very good value pack. And probably if you have another opinion, or probably if you have a better suggestion for a better value combination, you can comment down below. And of course, if you have any follow-up questions, I'll stick around and help you with whatever I can. As usual, link to the product with a discount and a bit more information is placed in the video description. And thank you very much for watching this episode. It would really be great to get in touch in social media, so look around how you can do that. And I guess I'm gonna see you in the next episode. Take good care.